Hello everyone. The topic I am going to discuss is from the unit Cyclometry and Drying, and the topic is drying principles and theory of drying. First, drying principles. Removal of moisture content to a safe level by the application of heat is the definition for drying. And dehydration, it refers to the removal of moisture until it is nearly bone dry. To maintain the quality of grains during storage, to prevent the growth of bacteria, fungi, and the development of insects and mites. Heat is supplied by heated air naturally or artificially. Vapor pressure or concentration gradient causes the movement of moisture from inside of the kernel to the surface. Moisture is evaporated. Drying capacity of the air, it depends on air temperature, moisture content of grain type, and relative humidity of the drying air. Safe temperature for drying of for paddy is 45 degree Celsius and 60 degree Celsius for wheat. Excessive high temperature, it causes both physical and chemical changes. Now we are going to discuss about the importance of drying. It permits a long time storage of grain without deterioration. Drying permits continuous supply of product throughout the year. It permits early harvest which reduces field damage and shattering loss. It permits the farmers to have better quality product. It makes available during off season also. Theory of drying. Convection process in which moisture from a product is removed. The water content of agricultural product is given in terms of moisture content. They gain or lose moisture as per the atmospheric conditions. Moisture migration into or from a product is dependent on the difference of vapor pressure between atmosphere and product. If the vapor pressure of the grain is greater than the atmospheric vapor pressure, then the transfer of moisture from grain to atmosphere it takes place. If the atmospheric vapor pressure is greater than the grain vapor pressure, grain absorbs moisture from atmosphere. This is the theory of drying. Drying rate periods. Drying rate is divided into three periods: constant rate period, first falling rate period, and second falling rate period. Constant rate period. Moisture migration rate from inside of product to its surface, which is equal to the rate of evaporating of water from surface. In this period, it continues till critical moisture content is reached. What is critical moisture content? It is the moisture content of a product where constant rate drying ceases and falling rate starts. This period is very short for agricultural products. Drying of sand and washed seeds takes place in constant rate period. Next, we are going to discuss about falling rate period. Most of the agricultural products are dried in falling rate drying period. Movement and diffusion of moisture in interior of grains, it controls the entire drying process. It is controlled by migration of moisture from interior of grains to upper surface due to water vapor diffusion, removal of moisture from the surface. It is divided into two periods. One is first falling rate period and the second one is second falling rate period. First falling rate period. In this, unsaturated surface drying takes place. Drying rate decreases because of the drying in wet surface area. Fraction of the wet surface, it decreases to 0 where first falling rate ends, and next is second falling rate. Subsurface evaporation takes place and it continues until the equilibrium moisture content is reached. These are the theories about first falling rate and second falling rate. Mechanism of drying process. Movement of moisture, it takes place due to various conditions like capillary flow, liquid diffusion concentration, surface diffusion, vapor diffusion difference, thermal diffusion, and hydraulic dynamic flow difference. First is capillary flow. In this, the liquid movement is due to surface forces. In liquid diffusion, the liquid movement is due to difference in moisture concentration. As for surface diffusion, the liquid movement is due to moisture diffusion of the pore surfaces or pore spaces. For vapor diffusion, the movement is by vapor and it is due to moisture concentration difference. For thermal diffusion, vapor movement is due to difference in temperature. And for hydrodynamic flow difference, the water and vapor movement is due to total pressure difference. These are some of the mechanism of drying process in which movement of moisture takes place. Thank you. In this process, we have seen various drying processes, its drying mechanism, its theory, the constant drying rate, the falling periods, the first falling period, the second falling period, and the mechanism of drying processes. Thank you.